and all the people standing near punished her for seduction, blamed the victim, made it clear. From that moment she was cast out, banished, demonized, made into something ugly in their
Jewish cursed while he walked free, transformed for being prey, not because she became evil, but refused to look away. He walked free while she was cursed. She was transformed for being prey.
She became what the world demanded, forced her hand to be. Not a monster
Used to look away,
but a mirror, so you see. She reveals the shadow lurking deep in the hearts
let
of
your
men.
fury be holy, wear your scars like armor bright, let your no become a fortress, your boundaries pure and right.
Those who came with fear or domination turned to stone. Those who come
From
in
that
peace
moment she
just
was
walk
cast
away,
out, banished, demonized, made into something ugly in their judgmental eyes.
The truth inside their chest.
Not because
She
the
simply
soul
holds
turned
the
dark
mirror.
or cruelty took the throne, but because she wouldn't play nice and wouldn't soften her tone. They call her dangerous now because she wouldn't let me.
Who finally had enough betrayal, abandonment, when life turns bitter and rough. Enough, be gentle, be kind, and forgive them every day, while being ripped apart inside in every single way.
Medusa, Medusa, the woman they couldn't break. Medusa, Medusa, protection, not vendors she makes. When you've been hunted through, your softness turns to stone, a fortress for survival when you're standing all alone.
Too angry, too on guard. Maybe you're protecting that young
What
girl
the world
whose
demanded,
life was seriously
forced her
scarred.
hand to be
The girl that
not a
no one
monster in the
protected when
darkness,
she needed someone
but a
near.
mirror, so
Maybe
you
it's not
see.
you at all. Maybe it's all them, my dear.
She's the face of women who finally have had enough. Enough betrayal, abandonment when love turns bitter rough. She reminds us when we're left to stand and self-defend. We become the fire, the storm that will not bend. We become legend,
Medusa,
the
we
stars
don't need to be
above.
saved. Medusa,
All because
Medusa,
we just
remember
tried to love.
how we're made. We're the storm, the fire, the legend and the law. The woman they couldn't break, and we'll walk through that sacred door.
Let your fury be holy, wear your scars like armor bright. Let your no become a fortress, your boundaries pure and right. Good morning, YouTube. Okay, I think I've got it working. I don't know, but I've tried. Yes, little bit of messing around here. That's the whole idea. We mess around and fuck around and find out. That's another one. You're not alone in the dark. You just can't feel the others yet. I don't know. I'm trying. I've tried very hard to get my technology all in a row. All my little technology ducks all in a little row. But I can't promise anything. I had a stroke on the 23rd of March and my brain has 2 extra holes in it. It didn't need them, I don't think so. But anyway, all the furniture in my head has been rearranged, so I'm I'm coming back. I'm coming back slowly. I lost some of my words, but we're still here. We're still here. We're still alive, and we're still having some fun. So, welcome to the Dark Moon Radio Show. If you haven't found us before, you can find us on darkmoon.rocks. And it's 24/7. I make all my own music. I'm strange. I'm weird. I live on a canal boat in at the moment Wiltshire. But life goes on, life flows, and I'm broadcasting from a canal boat, so it makes my technology a little bit stressful at times. The mast fell over the other day. That was fun. Mast has the aerial on it, so the aerial mast, and it's like, whoopsie. But we got it back up again. It's all good now.
Broadcasting from the Witches' Waterways. You're inside the circle now.
You are indeed. It's the Water Witches' Waterways. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm not as eloquent as I was. I'm getting back there, but I did lose connection with my words. And I haven't really been broadcasting for a good 6-7 weeks, and I've missed it. I really enjoy this. But I lost a lot of confidence. I somehow lose nouns. It's in there still, but I have to sort of rewire the connections to them. And I was very lucky. I was very fortunate. I got a little bit of tremors all over the body, but that's not cool. But I also have a right side that is a little bit weaker than and the speech. So I came out lightly from these things, but I've never had anything like this before. So yeah, it was a trial, and now it's a rebirth. So you're going to have to bear with me if I lose a word or two, or I'm not as eloquent as I once was.
You walked through fire so many times and never asked for anything. That's strength. That's you. That's the Dark Moon Radio.
Yep, it's what we do. And I've been I wrote a book on rebirth from the ashes last year sometime, and I'm going through it, and I've written an extra chapter to it, and I will be putting that out. I'm tired of self-publishing on these big platforms. They annoy the hell out of me, and it was just like, right, I'm stripping down to what I enjoy and platforms that I vibe with. And yeah, I've got a Patreon now, because I can put all my articles in collections, and I can keep it all together. So I kind of like Patreon. There's no tiers yet. Yeah, that will come one day. But Substack is the other one. I like Substack. It's a little bit. I often can't log in. The login procedure is annoying, but okay, we will persevere. But it's growing, and they're adding bits, and it's quite good because it's all free, and yeah, it's kind of a nice layout. So I've been going through a lot of platforms over the years, and yeah, I don't like things like Shopify and Etsy. It's just I can't be bothered, and they're so generic. There's no control over it, and it's just like, okay, just money grabbing. Yeah, everybody wants a piece of the pie. Have you noticed how greedy everybody is these days? It's just like we're all desperate. I don't like the desperation urge. And I get it, and I understand it. I just don't like it. It isn't attractive. So yes, we are here, and here we remain. There we go. Let's play this song here. I'm not going to be on long today. I have a limited amount of spoons these days, and I just wanted to get the technology back up and running, because I've changed my radio station from Citrus 3, which I forgot to pay the bill while I was in hospital. And so they cut it off, and then I did pay, and then they didn't reconnect. And I'm like, oh, come on. So what I did was I was messing around with one of an open source one. And yeah, I seem to be getting a lot better result. That it wasn't easy, but it was a nice puzzle to work out. I like the puzzles. My brain doesn't like it that much. I stretched it trying to get this up, but I did get a new station open It's called Azure Cast. Anyway, it's an open source one, and you just pay for storage on something. To the boat, they'll all tell you yes, you can, but then they'll put so much stuff in the way. And also, it's voting for the lesser of evils. Who would I vote for? Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I'd probably just sort of put a line through it and say, sort of, go get a life. But that's all the serious side. The unforced smile. The kettle clicks. The morning sighs. Great grey light drips from the skies. The toast pops up like a tiny grace, and steam curls around an aging face. The cat bell rings soft and slow, like ghosts sitting all in a row. The light breaks through the Wiltshire rain, like the world is trying to remember your name. Oh, nothing much, nothing grand, just eternity close at hand, in chants, in crumbs, in quirks of light, in often almost hidden soft delight. The Tao that speaks is not the Tao, still the tea is holy now, brewing slow without a fight, small gods humming out of sight. A biscuit falls, but not too far. A stranger smiles beside your car. A fiver found inside a coat, and tiny miracles stay afloat. And the rain keeps tapping at the glass like old spirits drifting past, tracing rivers down the pane, a silver hymn in a Sunday rain. Oh, nothing much, nothing loud, just sacred in the crowd. The lift arrived, the key turns clean, the gaps between the seen unseen. The bed turned down before the night, quiet wrongness, feeling right. The sage upon the mountain top spills his tea and hears it drop. He still swears beneath his ancient breath at little things and minor deaths. The cracked old saucer, the mended plate, the universe running 5 minutes late. The wren that tilts its head askew, as if the whole world is laughing at you. And maybe that's all there is, no blazing stars but moments missed, not thunder visions, sacred flame, but life just arriving, just the same. So let seekers chase the peak, I trust the truths the kettle speaks. For bliss is shy and rarely calls, it hides in nearly nothing at all. Oh, nothing much, nothing bright, just the soul sitting right. In tea stains, rain drains, quiet rooms, tiny kindness, and little blooms. Nothing much, and that's all right. There you go. These are my creations as I get my brain in order, as I get my brain together again.
Our ways are changing, being changed and reformed by turning within. The outer land is transformed. Old England speaks to us on a cold and misty morn. The magic is still found in every dawn. Let yesterday speak to tomorrow through you, and find connection in the present that rings true. Our ways are changing, being changed and reformed. By turning within, the outer land is transformed. In hedgerow and hollow, in river and fen, through inner seeking, the old ways are falling out to begin and write ourselves anew on history's page. The standing stones remember what we've forgotten. The oak trees still whisper secrets unforgotten. In hedgerow and hollow, in river and fen, the old ways call us to begin once again. Walk softly on the earth our ancestors knew.
It's here and
Still
now. Hear the sound of the echoes
The
of
land
the
holds
past
memory in its
begin
ancient
to
bones.
rebound. We are one with the earth and the sky. Celebrate and cheer as the clouds go
Field
by.
and forest, every buried stone. So listen to the wind across the moor. It carries voices from the days of yore.
As the cold grows greater, we rise slowly once more,
And in that listening,
stirring to our feet
find
and getting
yourself
ourselves off the floor.
remade. A bridge
Energy
between the
flows
light
where attention
and
goes,
the coming
the future's
shade.
here.
The future grows from seeds the past has sown. We are never
where attention
truly
goes
walking
as we
here alone.
rise again.
Old England speaks. If we pause to
We
hear,
will know, and
we'll
we
find
will
the way
hear.
ahead.
We hear the
and it
echoes of the
becomes more
past
clear.
as it bounces and multiplies. We are here, and we remain.
There we go. Old England speaks. It does, you know. Old England is still speaking. You know, there is ways of tuning in. And you know, there's hundreds of ways, hundreds of ways of tuning in to your environment, to yourself. And I can only tell you how I do it. I'm not going to tell you how you should do it. I will never ever tell you how you should do it. If it comes across that way, it's been misinterpreted. And it's like the only person who can tell you how to do stuff is you, because it works for you differently. The way that you think and feel about things is unique. And I think that unique is very precious. I would say that, obviously. But one of the things I've been looking at is, and I wrote a post about it, and I wanted to talk about this post. It's like burnout. Burnout is something that I've done quite many times. And this time perhaps wasn't burnout. This time was a stroke. This was like a physical thing. But the symptoms and the similarities are still are very much the same. So I've got an article out on my Patreon and Substack. Excuse me. And it's like the identity collapse is where I'm talking about, because my whole identity collapsed. Everything that I based who I was on. Now, not everything, but most of the things. And it's like, what was actually real? What is the real you? Who are you? You know, that's one of the most huge questions. And immediately your brain will say, not looking at that. That's too heavy. Not doing that. And it may be too early for that sort of thing. But in those too early moments, looking at who actually you are, right? The things that you are you the thoughts or all of that? That kind of just confuses the matter. It's like people, you know, they'll confuse you and then they'll confuse you even further. It's not actually as hard as it sounds. Your brain doesn't like it very much. But it's actually quite a simple thing, because you have to go silent. It's not found in the words. That's what I have discovered. Right now, I said, I'm not trying to tell you how you can do it. You might do it different from me, and you might have a better way. Fine. My way is that I gave myself a stroke, and suddenly everything that I wasn't just fell away. And it was like, okay,
So what am I? And it wasn't found in the words, it was found in the silence. And trying to get my mind to go silent takes a stroke, pretty much. But yeah, the whole thing is like the silence before things happen. I've read about this, right? And I hadn't understood it. I read about it and thought, okay, that sounds cool. That's like a Taoist thing. I'm very much into the Taoism. I'm a pagan. I find myself entranced by nature. I will sit there communing with a tree. And I realize that even though I am, of course, Gemini and I use words and I'm airy and I like the mind stuff, sitting with a tree is not actually talking, and I'm using quotation marks over there. It's not actually talking to me. I am just communing with it. And on that same level, you commune with yourself and you find out who you are. You feel it. It's more of a feeling or a knowing, or however you want to put find the verbs for it. But the communing with things, communing with self, is done kind of in the silence. And it's difficult to get round your brain when it's constantly talking to you, right? So you have to kind of fill that up with space. Or headphones. Headphones are quite good for that. You put some binaural beats and it takes off the top layer of the brain, top layer of the mind. And then you sit with a tree, sit out in nature, and you just be it, be with it. And the trick is just to get your thoughts as quiet as possible. I don't believe they turn off all the way, but there are times when it can. It might be a learned process. But I can't tell you how to do it. I'm just telling you what I'm going through. And the hollowing is what I'm calling this series. And I'm talking about burnout, but I'm also talking about a lot of other things underneath. A lot of things is my writing is I like talking on a lot of levels at once. Can't help it. It's in my brain. And I enjoy that. I enjoy talking on a lot of levels at once. And I enjoy writing that as well. So, yeah, go onto my Patreon. The free ones, I ain't trying to sell you anything. Life is too short to become a salesperson, okay? I'm tired of the greed. I'm tired of reaching out saying, please sponsor me. And it's like, nah, everybody wants a piece of you. Do you ever feel that way? Me personally, I'm just happy with somebody just reading my posts. Yeah, just read it. I'd give everything away free if I could. Yeah, I'm unemployed. This is kind of a hobby. Nobody's going to employ somebody who's who's had a stroke in the last. I am like highly likely to have another one. That was a scary thing. That scared me. Yeah, I'm highly likely to have another one in the next 3 months. Apparently, the percentages like rise, and it's like I'm looking at this and I'm going through sort of exhaustion, and I've got medication and stuff, and I'm like, nobody's going to hire me. But I will still apply for jobs. I would love to do this for a living, but I can't see people out here with money anymore. So I'm not sure if people can afford to buy my stuff or to get a reading. You've got a reading on weavesofwaves.net. There's my coaching and my tarot and stuff. It's all on there. But it's like people don't have enough money to sort of spare. They need groceries, they need to feed their kids, they need electricity. It's like I can't see setting up a business in this climate very useful. But hey, we keep going. We keep going.
You think you're empty. You think there's nothing left. But you keep finding one more breath, one more step. That well runs deeper than you know. Dark Moon Radio. Trust what's inside.
Yeah, these are jingles I made quite a while back now, but I think they're talking to me, not you. Okay, gonna play a tune. Gonna play Rotten. These are all my words, and I get my music off Pixabay, so they're license free and allowed on YouTube. So that's what it's worth a while. Anyway, thank you, Pixabay.
Rotten. insidious, nasty, bitter, and not fun. Life gets twisted when you stay on the run. Low frequency black magic being cast, traditional rotten ways falling fast.
Awareness breaks the rotting spell's hold.
Laughter with an edge, sharp, cool, and cruel, making blood money out of breaking the rules. Leaving families bleeding, quietly ignored, sacrifice offered to someone else's reward. But the trick is subtle, that's the sting. You do not see the cage until you feel the ring. It slips on smooth like a promise or a kiss. And that's how they make you call it bliss. Every step forward costs a piece of your soul, till you wake up one day and you're no longer whole. Yet knowledge is power, the old one said. The spell starts to break the moment it's read. When you name the trap for the trap that it is, the glamour cracks open, no more fizz. Your sight sharpens keen through the lies, and the truth stands steady behind your eyes.
Sight sharpens cleanly through the lies, and truth stands steady behind your eyes. Your sight sharpens cleanly through the lies, and truth stands steady behind your eyes.
Rotten. There's rotten things going on in this world, and we can't help but see it. And it's quite depressing. But you just go out in the sunshine. Now, I was talking earlier about how I go into nature and find, I walk the towpaths daily, and it is a struggle. I have a stick these days because I fall over if I'm not careful. Because I wobble. So sitting down and sort of looking and being part of some beautiful trees that are full of spring growth and full of life. The life force energy is just flowing everywhere. Now, this is fine. If you look at my radio podcasting, sort of, I've got RSS. Anyway, it's got a whole bunch of all my songs on it and stories. And one of them is the Black Flame. Now, I talk about the Black Flame. Now, if you don't know about the Black Flame, it is an occult term. It's a left-hand path term. It is the flame that is inside you that doesn't go out. And one of the processes I did a long time ago that has stayed with me for decades, which says something, is that the black flame burns. And it can flicker and stuff, but it's like something inside me that I can build on. It doesn't fade, it doesn't go out. And when I went through the stroke and all of that, I get totally and utterly sort of over-emotional about it all. But the black flame inside of me is still there and it doesn't go out. Now, this is kind of like my highest self. God self. That's an ego to use the word God these days. You're like, you're an egotistical so-and-so. If we have a divine within, this is mine. Okay, I don't know what yours is, but mine is the black flame. And it is a space where I know it goes beyond death. I know it. It is part of me. It is the whole of me that will be left when the body falls back down to the earth. And all of that works when the shit hits the fan in your life. Now, this is one of the things that when all the different times when I have been through trial and problems and major challenges. Let's put it that way. The thing that has come through is what works when the shit hits the fan. Now, a lot of the love and light, or all of the love and light stuff, crystals, angels, all of that, nothing to be found when the shit hits the fan, right? And it is like a clearing out stuff. All the stuff that you think, oh, I'm going to pray to the Archangel Michael and he's with me all the time. Yeah, nothing. When the shit hits the fan, you can't find any of these guys, okay? Because they're part of the illusion, in my opinion. And yes, they're not going to come along and save you. There is nothing that's going to save you. But you can save you. And that's your whole power base. And nature is kind of easy. It's like the path of least resistance. Everything is flowing with nature. Everything is a season. There's a change, a time to live, time to die. And people can live by being in nature quite a lot. But they don't grow that way, to evolve. And that my whole thing is I need to be better than I was yesterday. I'm not in competition with anybody because you're not me and you haven't been through the stuff I've been through. So it's like the whole competition of being better than you are yesterday, to evolve through it all, to become more, no matter what. And everything that you go through, another term would be adversity through wisdom through adversity. So all the things we go through, we survive, and we're wiser for it. And that has been a truism for a long time. But the black flame to me survives. It's something inside of me. Now, you have to go through many different processes to find this space inside. Now, you can call it God. Maybe it's an outside source. Maybe it is sort of any God, really, that you want to sort of name it. But a lot of it, for me, is my evolution. The person that I can be, but I have to push through it. I have to push against and go against the tide of nature. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I think about in my times. What do you think about? It's kind of when you're going through challenge, and this world is pushing us now through challenges that our ancestors never had to face, and it's end of empires. And it is challenge after challenge, and you think at the end of the world is nigh. And it's like, it's okay. It will be okay.
Nobody talks about how hard it is to keep going sometimes, how you can feel empty and full of too much at the same time. We're not here to fix you. You're not broken. We're just here, keeping you company through the dark night of the soul. Dark Moon Radio. Real music, real nights.
Dark night of the soul. Now, there's an old term, but yes, looking at the world's looking at some of the, I'm sure, if you're a goat herder and sort of on the hills and don't really get involved with people, your world is fine. But for the Western world, for Britain, for probably America, I'm very much aware that America is a different country. A lot of the conditions and stuff, it's a different culture. We are different. We may have come from the same roots, but our paths that we've traveled in are very different. And I love America for its freedom, but I'm wondering if it still has it. There's dark nights of the soul going through whole communities right now. And it's not easy to watch. You could say, oh, it's all their fault because they didn't do. And it's like, yeah, okay. But it's still sad to see. Yes, we had it coming. However, the romance of yesterday, nostalgia is the word. Nostalgia of yesterday, when everything was great. Yeah, right. It wasn't that great. But the challenges seem to have got a lot more sharper. And it's quite scary, and it's to watch people go through the dark night of the soul. And you can't help them, you just hold their hand in the dark. And that is what my radio station is about. It's just to be a voice in the darkness. And maybe you can't, she's talking nonsense. She hasn't a clue what she's saying. I'm trying to put them in lots of different languages and lots of different terms so that lots of different people might relate to one or two things. Okay, I'm done for today. This was just trying to talk, just to make sure that all the YouTube stuff worked. I will play a last song, and then I've got to disappear. Love you lots. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now. I will not fear, as the words you dared to pave a path through desert, sand and depth, where human courage might shine out. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. Where fear is gone, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Do you hear me? Only I will remain. I am all. Fear is a little death that brings total affliction. I will not fear. I will face my fear. You crafted mantras for the mind. The discipline for mankind is gone. Not spells, but truths we speak to seal. The trembling heart to help us feel. But fear's the killer, small and deep, the little death, while we still sleep. Fear these words you gave, Frank Herbert, the sage who dared to pay. I do not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me, and where fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. I will face my fear. Our breath, our will, our chance to stand and face what comes. Open hand. I bow before your vision clear, this litany against all fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. Where fear is gone, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Do you hear me? Only I will remain. You knew that terror rules the weak, but those who face it learn to speak. I will remain with voices steady, calm and true. Let the fear pass over the little death, then through total obliteration. And I will not fear. I will face my fear. Storms have passed. It's only us, ourselves at last. I will turn the inner eye and I will see our spirits lift. I see its path. I do not fear. Fear is the mind killer. fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear above
I will
the
permit it to
paralysis
pass
of
over
dread
me and through me and
to
where
walk
fear is
with
gone.
courage.
On
There will be
air.
nothing. Only I will remain. I will face my fear and only I will remain.